Shabbat Shalom, everybody.
Shabbat Shalom.
Can you hear me yet? Okay. I'm David Youngman. I am the Congregational President. I formally welcome you to our Temple Oneg Shabbat Service. Erev Shabbat Service. Thank you, Rabbi. I was just testing you. Okay, tonight we have a very, very exciting evening. It's Brotherhood Shabbat. So it's going to be all male voices up here, right?
Male.
And we have a special guest. It's going to be Rabbi Milhander. He's with us today. He was also with us at the Brotherhood Shabbat, and I'm so glad that you're with us today. So we're going to have a all-male cast here. A few minor announcements. On Saturday, June 9th, which is tomorrow, we're going to have our Shabbat morning service, and I want to see everybody there. Okay, at least some of you. All right, it's a lot of fun. We're going to do services, and then we're going to be doing, we're going to chant the Torah. We actually bring the Torah out and we chant it as we're supposed to do on Shabbat, morning services. And then we're going to have Torah discussion. We're going to discuss the Parsha of the week, and the rabbi leads us in that, but it's interactive. We all talk. It's really exciting. If any of you want to see a real Shabbat experience, come with us. It's tomorrow morning. We do this twice a month.
David, if they don't come, there's more food for us.
Yes, and afterwards we have a potluck lunch, and I know that we will have bagels and cream cheese because I bring them. Okay, so please be there. It's wonderful. I want to see at least 20 or 30 of us there, and then we can have it weekly, right, Rabbi?
Yeah.
Okay. Sunday, June 11th is another big day. In the next few weeks, you're going to see transformation in this temple. I mean, we're going to redo the foyer. We're going to have flooring in the entire temple, including in here. I know you all fell in love with this beautiful concrete textured floor, which is an original. It can't be replicated, but you know what? We're going to have real floors in here. And of course, the bima too. That's all going to be happening the next few weeks. Excuse the mess and everything. In the meantime, we decided to tear the roof out. And we have a nice leak. I don't know if you folks noticed. We have a leak right now from the air. But we'll get it fixed. We'll have a roof on soon. A lot of things going on. Keep your eyes open, and I'm sorry about the mess and the inconvenience during the meantime. So in preparation of tearing down the stage, you know that stage in the back? We're getting rid of it. Before the demolition crew is going to come, we need help taking everything on the bima and underneath the bima out. So I need people to help us. Bring your saws and everything, and bring some elbow grease. We're going to be doing and cleaning the the stage area. And we need your help. It's Sunday at 8 a.m. Okay? Thank you. Another big thing coming up, Sisterhood Social is on Wednesday, June 13th at 6:30. Okay, that was exciting. Fireworks booth. July 4th, Mike Kravitz. You see him? He's raising his hand right there. Okay. When I say he's doing the fireworks, he doesn't do it by himself, okay? He needs help. He needs our help to help him man the booth, and it's a lot of fun. You get to interact. So we need volunteers. Please see Mike. He's right there.
How much money did we raise last year, Mike?
About
$9,000, and no one had to give any money to that, did they?
Okay, so please help. Please help. Yeah, we need help. We need help. Okay. Well, thank you, Mike.
I've worked the booth before. It's a lot of fun. Sign me up. I will be your first volunteer.
Okay, can I take over now, Rabbi? I mean, would you like to?
I'm trying to recruit.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you, Mike. I think the point came across. Now, the last thing I want to remind everybody before I tell you to turn on your cell phones, because when your phone rings, I don't want everybody looking at you, so please turn down your cell phone. There's a general membership this coming Monday at 7:30. That's when you can actually decide whether you want to see me up here for the next year or not, okay?
Yes, we do.
You do? Oh, thank you.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, so, okay. Thank you. Anyways, the voting will officially take place on Monday, which I believe is June 11th at 7:30 p.m. Everybody got that? All right, well, I think I'm done with my formal announcements, so now let's bring in the Shabbat Rabbi. That's not what I meant to say. You know, sometimes, you know, the period and the comma, yeah. Yes, one more announcement. Leslie Berger. What? Oh, yes. We're going to have an ad book for the rabbi for his 10th anniversary in August, and we're putting a beautiful, beautiful book, a tribute book together. So if you want to get your ads and well wishes to the rabbi, you could still do that until Monday, Leslie. So please, let's put your well wishes. It's for the rabbi tribute book. So it's due Monday. Okay, I think I got everything now. All right, well, at this point, we're going to turn over the mic to the professional staff. I'm just the amateur. Maybe one day I'll work my way up there, but for now, it's just, I'm just an opening act. And we're going to have with us Rabbi Milhander. He's going to be our secondary rabbi. Of course, we have Dr. Ray Irwin on the keyboard. And our spiritual leader, Rabbi Mark Goldfarb. He's going to lead us in wonderful spiritual service, and the mic's all yours now, Rabbi.
Okay.
And I will not interrupt you when I'm down there. Thank you, Rabbi.
No hecklers, huh?
No.
Thank you very much, David. You are always a professional in my eyes, so don't fret about a thing. Tonight's service will be projected on the screen. Hopefully you are in a position to see it. I am grateful for my colleague and friend, Rabbi Ken Milhander, who will be our cantorial soloist this evening. This is, after all, the Brotherhood Shabbat, and our cantorial soloist, Ariel, said, it would probably be very nice if we had all male voices for the Brotherhood Shabbat, and I appreciated her humility and her also insight. And yes, Rabbi Milhander was available for us. He led a wonderful, wonderful men's retreat that we had back in November up in Camp Hess Kramer. Not in the cabins. Oh, no. We men do not hang out in the cabins. No. We stayed in the conference center, lovely rooms, private bathrooms, food out the galore, and we each brought a favorite bottle for us to share for those who like to share bottles, and we all shared some interesting bottles and had a wonderful, wonderful time. I believe our next men's retreat will be in 2019, perhaps, so keep your eye out for that. Guys, it's a great weekend to get away, and Rabbi Milhander challenged us with a variety of questions and ideas. As we begin this Shabbat at the end of our week, and that each time we come to the end of the week, I find myself feeling even more and more grateful that I have come to the end of the week, especially given the news. I used to be a news junkie, would love listening to NPR, catching up on news online, CNN, other sources. I have found it somewhat disheartening, if not downright painful, and so I am grateful to come to the end of this week. May we find during this Shabbat new words with which to speak. May we find during this Shabbat new ways to look at life and to respond. During the Shabbat, may we find a new melody to fill our hearts and to take us into the week ahead, and that's exactly what we're going to do as we begin our Shabbat with the singing of Shir Chadash, a new song for us on this Shabbat.
Sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God, and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Shiru l'Adonai, kol haaretz. Shiru, shiru l'Adonai, sing unto God, all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and
During our service this evening, our brotherhood wanted to create a fathers and sons worship service. Many of our sons, unfortunately, do not live in the area or are busy this evening. And so, thankfully to our technology, we will have various voices and faces appear to us on the screen, helping to participate in our worship service, thus bringing those who are unable to be with us this evening here into our worship service. And we begin with greetings from our Brotherhood President, David Saine.
Welcome to Brotherhood Shabbat. Karen and I cannot join you this evening as we're traveling to Virginia for our granddaughter Hannah's bat mitzvah, a great occasion for us. Harry Jacobs, as past president of Brotherhood, is agreeing to fill in for me, and thank you, Harry.
For those who are participating in our worship service this evening, you have your choice of microphones. You are welcome here, of course, on the bima from this microphone. For those who would prefer, there is a microphone set up down on the ground level. You get to choose your microphones. And we continue.
Master of all the world, let me be forgiving of others who irritate me. I am sensitive. They are often not. Or they are sensitive when I am not. Let me be understanding as I ask others to understand me. What others think of me is none of my business. Remind me that I am always a we. All my teachers, inspirations, influences stand with me at every one of my prayers and gigs. Be easy with me. I am learning. I am always waiting, patient in my skin. Even if I think I know, in my bones, in my blood, I may not know. I am waiting, longing for the water, the purest, that issues from the rock at the edge of the world. Out of the beauty of uncertainty, the world continues to exist, and forgive me for not checking in more often. Amen.
Darkness blankets me. Comforting, perhaps a bit frightening, it harbors both dreams and demons. I tap it for solace. I delve into it for options. I flee it for fear that it mirrors that which I wish so desperately to avoid, me. Yet I am here not to embrace the dark, but to kindle the light, not to close my eyes forever, but to open them this once. I dwell amidst the dark and bring forth light, soft, fragile, flickering light, the only light I know, the only light I can bear. I bring it, yet it isn't mine. I kindle it, yet it isn't mine. I am the light bearer only.
Where the world is dark with illness, let me kindle the light of healing. Where the world is bleak with suffering, let me kindle the light of caring. When the world is diminished by lies, let me kindle the light of truth. I vow to be worthy of this honor as I strike this match and kindle the flame that illuminates the heart of all the world. I vow to be worthy of this honor as I strike this match and kindle the flame that illuminates the heart of all the world. Blessed is the one beyond the light and dark, by whose power I sanctify life with the lighting of these candles.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו להדליק נר של שבת. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, source of all being, who calls us to holy acts through mitzvot, inspiring us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'etzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
We can't pray that you make our lives free of problems. This won't happen, and it is probably just as well. We can't ask you to make us, and those we love, immune to disease, because you cannot do that. We can't ask you to weave a magic spell around us so that bad things will only happen to other people and never to us. But people who pray for courage, for strength to bear the unbearable, for the grace to remember what they have left instead of what they have lost, very often find their prayers answered. They discover that they have more strength, more courage, and that they ever knew themselves to have.
My God, I've done, so far today, I've done all right. I haven't gossiped. I haven't lost my temper. I haven't been grumpy, nasty, or selfish. Haven't had a sinful thought. I'm really glad of that. But in a few minutes, God, I'm going to get out of bed. And from then on, I'm going to need a lot of help. Amen.
Yalla la 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 lecha dodi Yalla la 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 likrat kala Yalla la 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 b'nei Shabbat nikabla Yalla la 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 lecha dodi Yalla la 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 likrat kala Yalla la 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 b'nei Shabbat B'nei Shabbat nikabla Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad Ishmiyanu el hamyuchad Adonai echad U'shemo L'shemo tiferet v'litila Yalla la la lecha dodi Yalla la 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 likrat kala Yalla la 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 b'nei Shabbat nikabla Yalla la 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 lecha dodi Yalla la 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 likrat kala Yalla la 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 b'nei Shabbat nikabla Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nei elcha Ki mekor haberacha Merosh mikedem nesucha Sof maaseh v'machshva tchila Yalla la 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 lecha dodi Yalla la 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 likrat kala Yalla la 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 b'nei Shabbat בני שבת נקבלה, אלה לה 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 לך דודי, יאללה לה 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 לקראת כלה, יאללה לה 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 פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה. בואי בשלום, עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה ובצוך עולה, תוך אמוני עם סגולה. בואי חלה, בואי חלה,
We may face the fun.
יאללה לה 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 לך דודי, יאללה לה 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 לקראת כלה, יאללה לה 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 פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה, יאללה לה 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 לך דודי, יאללה לה 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 לקראת כלה, יאללה לה 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 פני שבת, פני שבת נקבלה.
We may be seated.
I see you in the starry field. I see you in the harvest yield. In every breath, in every sound, an echo of your name is found. The blade of grass, the simple flower, bear witness to your matchless power. In wonders working o'er some bush aflame, men and women look for God and fancy you concealed, but in earth's common things you stand revealed, while grass and flowers and stars spell out your name.
Let us rise as we are able for our call to worship, the Baruch Hu.
Yay, la 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 la. Yay, la 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 la. Yay, la 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 la. Yay, la 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 la. La 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 la. Yay, la 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 la. Baruchu et Adonai, Amevorach, Adonai, Amevorach, Amevorach, Leolam Vaed, Amevorach, Amevorach, Leolam Vaed.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bibaro ma'ariv arabim. B'chachma poteach sha'arim, u'svuna memashane itim, umchalef et hazmanim, umsadeh et hakochavim. B'shimro sehem borakia kirtzono, bore yom loila, gorel or, mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or. Uma'arvir yom umevi loila, uma'avdil bein yom uvein loila. Adonai tzva'o shemo, el chai b'kayom tamid. Yimlo cholenu le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim.
I sought you, but found you not. I sought you, enveloped in a cloud. I filled my soul with honey from your mouth. I saw a dream of your footprints in the garden. I know that you fled far from us, commanded us to die, perplexed. You planted a world. Our world is as a garden. Your dream rises within it like a floral scent. But who are you? Who? In what image are your incarnations? And what is their number in the infinite moments? Reveal your face to me, to the wanderer in the gloomless kingdom of life. I sought you at night and in wind. I sought you in heat waves and in the dew. Baruch atah Adonai Marav Avarim.
Source of mercy, with loving strength unite our tangles. Your chanting folk raise high, make pure accept our song. Like your own eye, Lord, keep us safe who seek union with you. Cleanse and bless us. Infuse us ever with loving care, gracious source of holy power. Do guide your folk, sublime and loyal one. Do turn us of holy chant. Receive our prayer. Do hear our cry whose secrets knows. Through time and space, your glory shines, majestic one.
Adonai, where shall I find you? Your place is lofty and secret. And where shall I not find you? The whole earth is full of your glory. I have sought to come near you. I have called you with all my heart. And when I went towards you, I found you coming towards me.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
We may be seated.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לפניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיהם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
within is dark, and former friends misprise, from then I turn to you and find love in your eyes. When all within is dark, and I my soul deprise, from me I turn to you and find love in your eyes. When all your face is dark, and your just anger rises, from you I turn to you and find love in your eyes.
Open my eyes, O God, to the marvels that surround me. Show me the wonders of each breath I take, of every thought, word, and movement. Let me experience the miracles of the world I witness, ever mindful and always appreciative of all that you have made.
Lai lai la lai la 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 lai 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 ya la 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 lai ya lai la lai 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 la la lai ya la lai ya la 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 lai Kamocha ba'elim Adonai Kamocha nedar b'kodesh Torah tehilot osefel Torah tehilot osefel Malchutecha ra'u banecha Bokei hayam lifnei Moshe Zeheli anu ve'amru Zeheli anu ve'amru Adonai imlo Le'olam va'ed Adonai imlo Le'olam Kamocha ba'elim Adonai Kamocha nedar b'kodesh Torah tehilot osefel Torah tehilot osefel
Protect and shield us from jealousy between a person and his or her friend. Let not jealousy enter our hearts, and may others not be jealous of us. On the contrary, place in our hearts the ability to see only the good in our friends, and not their shortcomings. May we instruct each other in the just and desirable ways before you, and may there be no hate between friends. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael.
Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu shomreinu lechayim Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu shomreinu lechayim Ushmar tzeiteinu Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu malkeinu lechayim Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu shomreinu lechayim Ushmar tzeiteinu Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu malkeinu lechayim Hashkiveinu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom V'hamidenu shomreinu lechayim
Yay!
How I long for the bless of this Shabbat, united in secret with your own favorite wish. Give way to your own deep desire to love us. My Shabbat and Torah and our sacred bliss. Share her with us and who desire to please you, in our deep thirst for union to be met with delight. Holy presence that fills time and space. Keep safe who keep Sabbath and their longing all week. Like a deer that seeks water by the banks of the river, we seek Shabbat and the secret with your sacred name. Grant us all week long with shimmering presence, so our hearts and our faith be pure service to you.
ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. מקדשי שבי שבת, כולם ישמעו ויתענגו מטובך שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. והשביעי רצית בו וקידש השבת. זלד ימים אותו קראת שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. זכר למעשה בראשית שבת. זכר למעשה בראשית שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת.
It's a bossy congregation.
Thank you. No, it's great. Thank you very much. Oh my God, my soul's compassion, my heart's precious friend, I turn to you. I need to close out the noise, to rise above the noise that interrupts, the noise that separates, the noise that isolates. I need to hear you again. In the silence of my innermost being, in the fragments of my yearned-for wholeness, I hear whispers of your presence, echoes of the past, when you were with me, when I felt your nearness, when together we walked, when you held me close, embraced me in your love, laughed with me in my joy. I yearn to hear you again. In your oneness, I find healing. In the promise of your love, I am soothed. In your wholeness, I too can become whole again. Please listen to my call. Help me to find the words. Help me to find the strength within me. Help me shape my mouth, my voice, my heart, so that I can direct my spirit and find you in prayer. In words, only my heart can speak. In songs, only my soul can sing, lifting my eyes and heart to you. Adonai tzvatai tivtach, open my lips, precious God, so that I can speak with you again.
We rise as we are able as we continue with the words of our tefillah.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha Adonai open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Saram, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei Hakol, Vezocher Chastei Avot v'Imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei B'neihem, Lama'an Shemo B'Yahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Atah, Rav LeHoshia, Morid HaTal, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofeh Holim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem emunato lishenei afar, Michamo chabal gevurot, Umido melach, Melech meimit umechayet, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah lachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechaye HaHakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yalalu chasela. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. We may be seated.
When pressures and perspective of the cynical life threaten to bring me down, I ride the wave of undying faith, and its lies that finally drown. For one thing I ask, for one thing only, I long to build your house with my life, to see the beauty in every soul and the light in every night. Hear me, dear one, when I cry. Have mercy and answer me. My heart won't rest until it shouts, seek my face. And then your soul will be free. Though the world as we know it might crumble down, I know you won't forsake me. Lead me in the path of a righteous life, and I know I shall surely see that I belong for you. Wait for you till temerity with you, O my God.
אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, רוצה בנוחתנו, קדשנו במצוותיך, ותן חלקנו בתורתך, שלבנו מטובך, ושמחנו בישועתך. נטר ליבנו לעבדך באמת, הנחילנו אדוני אלוהינו באהבה ורצון, שבת קדשך, וינוחו בה ישראל מקדשי שמך. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
Lend us the wit, O God, to speak the lean and simple word. Give us the strength to speak the found word, the meant word. grant us the humility to speak the friendly word, the answering word. And O, make us sensitive, God, sensitive to the sounds of the words which others speak, sensitive to the sounds of their words and the silence between.
So here I am, O one I am to love with all my heart, waiting to be damaged by love's selflessness or destructive through its selfishness. Where once there was a fragrance and melody and form, softness and sweet, now only glamour remains. Let me trust again in love's naive ability to restore my soul. Let it be for me, for the one I love, for your sake. May the uniting of one lover with another fashion like a union in the highest orders of being, reuniting male and female dimensions of your holiness. The 6 days of creation with the seventh day of Shabbat, sun with moon, daylight with night dark, insight with tuition, sending with receiving, having with being, what can be told, what cannot, left with right.
Sides not only of your holiness, but within myself, let me remember one of unity, that all the ways of one in love are also the ways of your Torah, affection and ecstasy, song and whisper, sharing, creating, being at once parent and child. Surely, as it has been taught of old, the day of the giving of the Song of Songs was the holiest day. Holy One of being, let me awaken to the dew of my youth. Let me be worthy to live again on the holiest day. Let me belong to my beloved, and let my beloved belong to me.
רצה אדוני אלוהינו בעמך ישראל, ותפילתם באהבה תקבל, ותהי לרצון תמיד עבודת ישראל עמך. ברוך אתה אדוני, שאותך לבדך ביראה נעבוד.
God of lonely hours, God holy and awesome, who created my puzzled Jewish soul, so apparent and so hidden within me, and kindled with me the human light in all its colors. God who made me an emblem for my age, at dusk, dawn, noon, you grind me with desert stone, sand, and with sweet promise of grapes that will be wine. You lure me and hang me over the abyss of my own depths day after day. Don't now disappear, you who keep me whole. Be with me. Gather my blossoms falling at your feet, my honest thanks for your love and being's wonders.
Praise to you for mind, simple, fresh, confused, discerning. Praise to you for thoughts appearing from nowhere, erupting out of dormant and unexplored spaces like flowing lava heating my will to create. Praise to you for soul, proud, humble, angry, naive. Praise to you for feelings that overwhelm yet give perspective. Emotions unabated, released, unashamedly realized, like a spring unfiltered through intellect, watering my will to live. Praise to you whose image seeks true reflection. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha l'chana'eh lahodot. Baruch atah Adonai. Okay.
We cannot merely pray to you, O God, to end war, for we know that you have made the world in a way that man must find his own path to peace, within himself and with his neighbor. We cannot merely pray to you, O God, to end starvation, for you have already given us the resources which to feed the entire world, if we'd only use them wisely. We cannot merely pray to you, O God, to root out prejudice, for you have already given us eyes which to see the good in all men, if we only use them rightly.
We cannot merely pray to you, O God, to end despair, for you have already given us the power to clear away slums and to give hope, if we would only use our power justly. We cannot merely pray to you, O God, to end disease, for you have already given us great minds with which to search out cures and healings, if we would only use them constructively. Therefore, we pray to you instead, O God, for strength, determination, and willpower, to do instead of just pray, to become instead of merely to wish, that our world may be safe and that our lives may be blessed. Baruch atah Adonai hamavarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Vasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Vasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom, Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Kasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Kasim Leolam. V'tov b'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Kasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Kasim Leolam. Kasim Leolam. Kasim Leolam.
Just as we pray for peace for our very troubled world and all the people that inhabit this planet, so too do we want to include those whose peace has been disturbed, whose shalom has perhaps even been shattered by the challenges that they are facing. In a moment, Rabbi Milhander will lead us in our Misha Berach, our prayers of healing. And I invite you during the musical interlude between the paragraphs to share aloud the name of a loved one. Thus we might bring them into this space, into our hearts at this time. May all who are facing challenges to their health and their well-being be blessed on their journey, a journey that will bring them to a refuah shlema, to a return to the wholeness that they seek. Baruch atah Adonai rofei hacholim. We praise you, O God, who helps us bring hope and healing to those who are in need. And let us say, Amen.
Sheberach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Yishabeirach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say,
May it be your will, Adonai our God, that I walk today with strength and with courage, to humble my pride and to overcome my feelings of inadequacy, to find calm in moments of rage, and to summon boldness in moments of timidity, to feel joy even in times of sadness, and to feel passionately my purpose, my calling, and my responsibility in moments of excessive levity and frivolity. May I be constantly mindful of your presence, conscious of my relationship with you, and empowered by your love. May that awareness be a wellspring from which I can draw for the strength and from courage that I need to live better, help others, and to serve you. We pause for a moment of silent meditation or such other prayer as the heart may prompt.
Yiyu leratzon imreifi vehegyon libi lefanecha Adonai tzuri Adonai
On behalf of David Saine and all the members of Brotherhood, I want to thank you for sharing this evening with us, and it's my pleasure and privilege to introduce David Saine's comments and greetings to all of you.
Brotherhood had a great year. Our many activities included supporting the temple, supporting the religious school, and actually supporting each other. And like any other good Jewish organization, we even did a little fundraising. In support of the temple, we installed a security camera system with recorder. If you come to temple, You're going to be on video. All smile now. This was an expensive project that we felt was necessary for the safety of the building and its occupants. We supported the religious school in our traditional ways. With planting at Tu B'Shvat, this year we planted flowers in the planter box underneath the carob tree. If you could have been here that Sunday and seen the joy of all the school children, each planting their own plants, having a great time. We also had our famous falafel lunch, and on Yom Ha'atzmaut, Israeli Independence Day, we helped celebrate with a kebabecue. In support of our brothers during the year, we held a weekend retreat, and that was under the direction of Art Hess and Rabbi Mark. And I want to thank both the rabbi and Art for their work to make this wonderful weekend happen. We also had a few dinners and discussions along the way, and we might have drank a glass of wine or had a beer with our dinner. But it was all in good fun to get along and meet and greet each other. We raised some funds with our traditional Yom HaShoah Yellow Candle Project. This is a nationwide project of all the brotherhoods of Reform Judaism in order to help remember the Holocaust. As each of you burned your yellow candle, you were given a little reading in order to help remember the Holocaust. As fewer and fewer Holocaust survivors remain, we need to continue this project so that we'll never forget. We also raised funds with our dine-outs and an Angels Baseball Suite raffle. A special thank you to Howard Levoot, who did an excellent job on managing these projects. He also managed to put together our biggest ever Angels game and tailgate party for this coming August. And over 50 people will be attending. Thank you, Howard. Congratulations to Don Kessler, our Man of the Year, a well-deserved honor. I remember sitting in his living room many years ago discussing with MRJ how to restart a brotherhood that had gone quiet. I think the efforts of Don have paid off. Thank you. Thank you to Ted Singer for organizing Brotherhood Shabbat, and everything you enjoy this evening will be because of him. And finally, thank you to the outgoing board of directors. Each of you have contributed your time and efforts, and I know the time is often hard to come by. And welcome to our new board of directors. I look forward to working with each of you and making next year a great success. Enjoy Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.
We truly stand on the shoulders of those who have come before us. I was honored last year by Brotherhood to be the Man of the Year, one of a few rabbis who have been so acknowledged by their brotherhood. I'm honored to be standing with a fellow Brotherhood Man of the Year, Rabbi Ken Milhander. The two of us make up part of a trio of rabbis honored by the Brotherhood. But this year's honoree deserves all of our thanks and all of our gratitudes. Don Kessler, as you just heard, helped restart our brotherhood and get our men organized and going in tremendous ways. A little bit about Don before I invite him up. Don was born in St. Louis, Missouri. I think they call that Missouri, there in Missouri, in 1927. Yes, that makes him 91 years old. The year that Don entered the world was the same year that the jazz singer introduced the world to talking movies. Fortunately, Don has not stopped talking since then. He said that he felt a strong need to bond with other Jewish men, and so he gathered a few of his friends together, including David Saine, Marty Krett, and of course the MRJ board, who met there to talk about how to restart the Temple Beth Or Brotherhood. Finding projects to work on was easy. One incident that was shared with me long before I arrived at Temple Beth Or stands out in my mind most, and I think captures the essence of Don. It was a time when the trimming of trees was needed. And why hire a tree trimmer when you have a brotherhood? So one Sunday, a crew of brave men met here at Temple Beth Or on a Sunday morning to begin to trim trees. It was going to be easy. Supposedly, some little time would be spent, but about a half hour later, somebody suddenly started to yell, "Who is that 40 feet off the ground in the trees?" And there was Don, just trimming away and working to the highest point of the tree with no ropes holding him on. Everyone else was down on the ground yelling at Don to come down. He yelled back, he wasn't finished yet, to which his wife replied, "Oh, yes, you are." When help was needed to prepare food for a lunch or a dinner, you could always count on Don to be in the kitchen, chopping foods, washing pots, doing whatever was needed. And indeed, thanks to our brotherhood, as you've heard from David, many projects have been underway. Not only the cameras, but again, the Yom HaShoah Memorial Candle, our Tu B'Shvat Seder, Yom HaTzmaut Barbecue, and Religious School Opening Day Brunch, just to name a few. Don has been a very strong supporter of TBO's Brotherhood, and indeed is responsible for helping to bring it back to life. When he's not climbing up ladders or helping cook falafel or chop onions or parsley or clean plants, he travels with his wife of 32 years, Joyce. He recruited Phil Carey to be our first president of the reconstituted TBO Brotherhood. And by the way, Phil Carey has not left Brotherhood. Indeed, he is part of Brotherhood tonight as he sits in his command's post as Captain Video, making sure that future generations will be able to see this service on our YouTube channel. Don has served on our Temple Beth Or board and has been a longtime supporter and on the board of Temple Beth Or, and it is my pleasure to invite to join me here Don Kessler as I present to him the plaque with the esteemed names. Ladies and gentlemen, Temple Beth Or's Man of the Year, Brotherhood Man of the Year, Don Kessler. Before you share your remarks, Don, let me just share with you some of the esteemed names to which your name has now been added. Philip Carey, Howard Levoot, David Saine, David Youngman, Theodore Levoot, Les Bronstein, Chris Jastrock, Rabbi Mark Goldfarb, and your name right here, last but not least, Don Kessler.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was asked to say a few words, very few. When you're 91 and your vocal cords have gone, you can only say a few words. I've been a member of Temple Beth Or for over 30 years. I've helped trim trees. I've helped prepare food. I've answered the call when anyone called for whatever job they asked of me. What was my pay for all the work? Being accepted for who I am. Someone called me a mensch. Thank you.
You can return to your seat. You can go sit with your beautiful bride.
Will all of the outgoing board members for TBO Brotherhood please come to the bema at this time? And in addition to the outgoing board members, would Howard Levoot come to the bema at this time? I have the pleasure of introducing Rabbi who will discharge the current board members and one very special person that was invited to join us.
To quote a very famous politician, "You're fired." You know, in our Torah, Moses is challenged with leading the children of Israel, and for 40 years he did so. But after 40 years of leading the children of Israel, of responding to their complaints, of finding water, of finding food, of always solving problems. Even Moses could not bring the children of Israel into the promised land. It's true with all leaders. We have many dreams for what we want our organizations, or in this case, our brotherhood, to achieve. And in many ways, we've achieved many of those dreams, but there are always a few dreams left over. No leader is able to bring its organization, its brotherhood, its congregation, or its nation into the promised land of having solved all the problems. That's not the way life works. But know, like Moses, that you have done your job. You have brought the congregation, you have brought the Temple Beth or Brotherhood to this point, having addressed many of the issues and many of the concerns, having done many wonderful things. You may not have brought them to the promised land, but you have brought them much closer to that very promised land. It is my privilege and my honor to now announce that you are free of all obligations, all committee meetings, all board meetings, all minutes, all things. Those are now free, lifted from your shoulder. You are free men, able to do whatever you want to do on your Wednesday evenings, on your program, on your Sunday mornings. You are free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, you are free at last.
Don't go away. Not quite yet, not quite free. David Saine really appreciates everything that the board has done for Brotherhood in the Temple, and he has a token of his appreciation for each member of the board, and a special token for Howard Levoot, who's not a board member this year, because Howard, as a subcommittee chair, produced more energy and more fundraisers for Brotherhood than any other person. So thanks to all of you on behalf of David Saine. And in a few moments, you can step down, but I'm asking all of you who will continue for next year to remain to be installed by Rabbi. In true Brotherhood style, this gift, which is a highly prized gift card to Applebee's, was designated because our next dine out is at Applebee's and David wanted some return on his investment. Thank you very much.
Very good.
May I ask all of the new board members who are not already on the bema to please join us. Larry?
Yes, Dr. Larry Polikoff. And Toby Porter is unable to be with us, as we saw in the video. Well, gentlemen, I hope that those of you who are returning enjoyed your momentary freedom of responsibilities, of meetings, of planning, of activities. Too late. Like the Torah teaches us, when Moses passes the chain of leadership to Joshua, Moses says to Joshua, Chazak ve'imetz libecha, be strong and of good courage. These words contain the wisdom that all leaders need to hear and to follow. Chazak ve'imetz libecha. Be strong and of good courage. There will be moments of frustrations. I don't need to tell you that. Every leader, every person who served on any committee, on any board, knows there will be moments of frustrations. But be strong and of good courage. Because out of those moments of tension, out of those debates, out of those discussions, truly come wisdom and fantastic ideas. That is the process by which we are able to build and move forward. Moses knew this. He confronted many obstacles on his journey. And instead of trying to explain to Joshua all the details of how to run a meeting, of all the details of how to solve the problems, Moses just says to Joshua, Chazak v'imetz libecha, be strong and of good courage. You know what needs to be done. You know it in your hearts. You feel it in the inner kishkis of your being. You know what Brotherhood needs to do. You know what you want Brotherhood to accomplish. And in order for that to happen, you will have to be strong. And you will have to be of good courage. Because there will be moments of great exhilaration and exaltation and joy. And there will be moments of great frustrations and disappointments. Chazak v'imetz libecha. Be strong and of good courage, because you're not alone. Look next to you. Look to your right. Look to your left. Look out there. We are with you. We are with you. We want Brotherhood to succeed just as much as you do. And together, we can make that happen. Chazak v'imetz libecha. Be strong and of good courage, because all things are possible. As we install this new board, the Brotherhood Board of 2018 and 2019, let us share together the words of our Shehechianu, acknowledging God's gift of life, sustaining us, enabling us to welcome these new leaders of our Temple Beth Or Brotherhood.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehecheyanu v'kimanu v'higiyanu hazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehecheyanu v'kimanu v'higiyanu hazman hazeh.
Mazel tov, ladies and gentlemen, the Temple Beth Or Brotherhood of 2018 and 2019. I want to acknowledge Ted Singer and his work in helping pull tonight's service together, our Fathers and Sons Shabbat worship, featuring sons near and far. Thank you, Ted, for your work in enabling us to make this happen. We continue with our worship service in a moment as we prepare for the words of our Aleinu. Yes, I know. But I'm giving Micah a hint that he should join me up here on the bima.
A man doesn't have time in his life to have time for everything. He doesn't have seasons enough to have a season for every purpose. Ecclesiastes was wrong about that. A man needs to love and to hate at the same moment, to laugh and to cry with the same eyes, with the same hands to throw stones and to gather them, to make love in war and war in love, and to hate and forgive and remember and forget, to arrange and confuse, to eat and to digest what history takes years and years to do.
A man doesn't have time. When he loses, he seeks. When he finds, he forgets. When he forgets, he loves. And when he loves, he begins to forget. And his soul is seasoned. His soul is very professional. Only his body remains forever an amateur. It tries and it misses, gets muddled, doesn't learn a thing, drunk and blind in its pleasure and its pains. He will die as figs die in autumn, shriveled and full of himself and sweet, the leaves growing dry on the ground, the bare branches pointing to the place where there is time for everything.
Let us rise as we are able, as we continue with the words of our Elena.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'Adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגר עלינו ככל המונם. לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
O God, source of life, bestow your loving kindness on all your children at this hour of memory. Let us recall our loved ones with candor and love, and inspire us to gain strength from the flame of their memories, to kindle a beacon of hope for our future. Draw us near to one another, that we might comfort each other, feel the pain that unites us, and be more sensitive to those around us. May we always praise you who, despite the mystery of death, gives us the very life we cherish. We call to mind those for whom we are observing the Shloshim, Ernest H. Alberts, uncle of Brad Kramer. To his name, we link the names of those whose yahrzeits have occurred during this past week. Dick Goodman, Saul Young, Minnie Orlovich, Ruth Becker, Teresa Francis Dezen, Rosalind V. Willinger, Harry Chudnoff, Harry Klein, Joan Davis Matthews, Madeline Moss, Jean Crane, Leo Lofchi, Richard Arlene Esther Adelson, Florence Singer Grant, Al Lieb, Deborah Lynn Perlmutter, Lillian Catherine Lummis, Richard Wiley Lummis, Suzanne M. Cohn, Jerry Kritschmar, Renee Scharf, Golda Schwartz, Lawrence Ivan Ganson, Minnie Klavansky, Francis Gordon, and William Babroff. To those names, we link the names of those for whom we are observing the Kaddish period: Dr. Jack Gasser, Shachar Herzog Bar, Gloria Garavito, Phyllis Alberts, Henry Casson, Francie Kahn Melnick Starr, Rachel Stone, Jeanette York, Alan Siegel, Sylvia Piltz, Kayla Greenspan, Enid Robbins, Paul Sievertson, Paul Pomeroy, Lawrence Lorber, Charles Garside, Sidney Greenbaum, William Reed, Stan Stein, Sherry Levine Dapron, and Estelle Dunst. If there's a loved one whom you are remembering, I invite you to share that name at this time. To those that we have named aloud, and to those that we keep named in the quiet places of our hearts and memories, we link as well the names and memories of the men and women of our armed forces who have given their lives for our liberties and our freedoms, those who have given their lives for our safety here at home, members of our police, our firefighters, and other first responders, and members of the Israeli Defense Forces who have given their lives for the hope of peace. Zichronam livracha. May their memories always be for a blessing as we continue with the words of our Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemed Rabbah, B'yalma divrach yirateh v'yamlich malchuteh, B'chayechon v'yomechon u'chayeh dechol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala uvizman kari vimru. Amen. Yehi Shemed Rabbah mevarach leolam ulalmei almaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal, Shemed kudesha b'richu, le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shmaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May all of us who mourn and all of us who are bereaved, may we find through God's presence a source of strength, courage, and hope, above all a source of shalom, of peace. Let us all say, Amen. I'm grateful to share the beam of this evening with Rabbi Ken Milhander. Thank you so much for leading us in our music for this evening. Worship services again tomorrow morning. We conclude this evening with the singing of Adon Olam. Words, of course, will be on the screen, but I invite you to put your arms around the shoulder of someone next to you. Hold the hand of someone who needs to remain seated so that we might create for ourselves a link of comfort and strength to take us into the week ahead. As we conclude with Adon Olam.
Adon Olam Asher Malam B'terem Kol Yetzini Ra Le'nasa V'chefsa Kol Azay Melech Shemo Nikra Me'acharei Kiklot HaKol Levado Imloch Nora Vehu Haya Vehu Hovem Vehu Yeh B'tivara Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yetzirni Ra Le'itnasa V'chefsa Kol Azay Melech Shemo Nikra Yacharei Kiklot HaKol Levado Yimloch Nora Vehu Haya Vehu Hoveh Vehu Yeh B'tifara Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yetzirni Ra Le'itnasa V'chefsa Kol Azay Melech Shemo Nikra Yacharei Kiklot HaKol Levado Yimloch Nora Vehu Haya Vehu Hoveh B'tifara Vehu Haya Vehu Hoveh B'tifara Adon Olam Asher Malach Terem Kol Yetzirni Ra Le'nasa V'chefsa Kol Azay Melech Shemo Nikra Me'acharei Kiklot HaKol Levado Imloch Nora Vehu Haya Vehu Hoveh Vehu Yeh B'tifara Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yetzirni Ra Le'itnasa V'chefsa Kol Azay Melech Shemo Nikra Yacharei Kiklot HaKol Levado Imloch Nora Vehu Haya Vehu Hoveh Vehu Yeh B'tifara Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yetzirni Ra Le'itnasa V'chefsa Kol Azay Melech Shemo Nikra Yacharei Kiklot HaKol Levado Imloch Nora Vehu Haya Vehu Hoveh B'tifara Haya Vehu Hoveh Vehu Haya Vehu Hoveh B'tifara Vehu Haya Vehu Hoveh B'tifara.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Yes, sir.